So my name is Paul Anthony. Uh, I'm one of the members of the legendary Grammy Award certified group Full Force, along with my brothers Bowlegged Lou, B Fine Baby, Gerry, Curt, and Shy Shy. We have been blessed to be in this business at a gold and platinum level since 1984. We've worked with such artists as Rihanna, Bob Dylan, James Brown, Nicki Minaj, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Faith Evans, Lisa and Cult Jam, UTFO, Gerald Levert, Cheryl Pepsi Riley, Black Eyed Peas, Nicki Minaj, Britney Spears. It goes on and on and on and on.
I was going to say that list.
Yeah, it goes on. Our first film success was Krush Groove, where it was wonderful. That was a truly experience. My little brother LL, of course, Russ. That was the first film, and then we've been blessed enough to continue to live forever through House Party 1 and 2. I starred as Stab. My brother Bowlegged Lou was Pee Wee. My brother B was Zilla. We rewrote all our lines, everything in the movie we made up on the spot that day. It was wonderful.
What was the reason you did that? Did you do that to create the role specifically for you guys?
Well, the roles were created for us. So back when it first started, a dear friend of mine, the late great Robert Ford Jr., he called me and said, "Paul, I have a friend of mine. He's on top of his game. Went to Harvard, and he got this wonderful script." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." So I read it, and the opening line says, "The bullies were 3 muscle-bound, Jerry curl-wearing dudes, and they look like Full Force." So I said to him, I said, "Well, not me, but Robert said to Reggie, he said, well, why don't you just get Full Force?" He said, "Yeah, right. How can I get that?" I said, "Those are my guys. I work with them." Reggie was really said, "Yeah, give Paul a call." So I was home writing. I think I was working on this artist named Samantha Fox or Jasmine Guy, I forget. And I got a call from this kid named Reggie. He was nervous. He was saying, "Hey man, I got this script, and we're always open-minded." I said, "Well, Reggie, listen, you never know, man. Robert sent you. Send over the script, man. Let's go from there." So he sent me the script. I read it halfway, and I'm like, okay, this is special. And I quickly sent it to my brother Bowlegged Lou, because when we were kids, me being Lou, Lou always wrote little skits and little scripts for us to do when we were 10 and 11 for the family. So Lou read it, and he said, "Yo, Paul, I think we can do our thing. Yo, B, they have you as Pee Wee." They said, "No, let's switch with me, since you and Paul always been the bodybuilders. I'm going to be Pee Wee. I'm going to talk like this throughout the whole movie, throughout the whole thing." And he did throughout the whole set. And every morning when we read the script, that night before we changed everything, we'd meet with the Hudlin brothers, say, "Hey guys, why don't you try this?" And every time we did something, they just looked at one another and said, keep it. Because we were always used to say it at big conventions. We used to look around and say, "Yo, I smell. So we always did that. And then Lou, he idolizes Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon 2. Joe Pesci would be like, okay. So Lou said, "Let me do something that's going to get catchy." So Lou said, "Yeah, I'm going to kick your freaking ass." And that's how that came. So afterwards, then Kid and Play start rewriting all their stuff, and it was a wonderful experience, man. But yeah, so that's kind of who I am. And I've been blessed enough to be given an honorary doctorate in philosophy and humanitarianism. So I get used to people calling me Dr. Paul Anthony as well, because I did put the work in, so it's blessed.
So with the Krush Groove, you did that first, but how much success did the House Party movies bring you guys?
Oh, forget about it. I mean, when we were doing it, when we were on the set, and I mean, all of us, my little brother Martin, Tisha, AJ, I mean, in their infinite wisdom, Reggie and Warrington Hudlin selected the right energy, the right personalities, because we all were one big family from beginning to end. We were close, so that energy resonated on film. So we knew it was special, but we had no idea it would stand the test of time and open up doors for hundreds of thousands of modest budgeted urban films around the world. So, and it's funny because my quest ever since before we even wrote Basketball for Kurtis Blow, which was our first big hit, I always wanted to live forever through what we do, what we create. And that movie has sustainability, because I've seen hundreds of young people get married and dance to Ain't My Type of Hype that we wrote and performed in the movie. We did that, and I've seen hundreds of memes and the whole thing.
Time out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all wrote Basketball?
Yeah. Listen, that caught me too, Bishop. That caught me too.
Yeah. We co-wrote Basketball. So every NBA season, we're happy because all I hear is we're playing basketball.
All right, so that's one. And the other one is y'all wrote Ain't My Type of Hype. Like, that's the best dance, one of the best dance things in the movie.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's
man.
Yeah, we can't.
I was today old when I knew that. Like, I don't know if y'all knew that before me.
My man.
Oh man.
Yeah,
like, it's 2023.
Yes, sir.
And that movie is still relevant to this day. Like, how does that make you feel? Like, I mean, I was today this old and I realized y'all wrote those songs.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch more that you probably didn't know we wrote, man. But because we've been behind the scenes and in front. But I mean, it feels special, you know. Even when LeBron tried to do the reboot, I knew it was a gallant effort, but some things you just got to leave alone.
Before there was Terry Crews in movies and everything, there was you as far as the health kick and the fitness and everything. Yeah. Like, what was that like for you to be looked at as a Black man in such good health and being able to act, being able to write, being able to rap, sing, all of that?
Yeah, well, you know, it's a blessing. I mean, when we came out, we always strive to be different and try. I mean, the very name force means power to influence and control. So when we came out, we dressed like rockers, because I watched all the rock groups. We dressed like rockers. We had an R&B sensibility, but we had a hip hop attitude from Brooklyn. So people didn't really know. I'm credited with being the first artist to put bodybuilding and working out and fitness right in your face. You know, I was the first person to do that in all my videos. I'm curling, I'm bench pressing my lady, I'm doing something. I made an active mission to do that. Now, there was a lot of great people in shape, like my dear life brother, Melly Mel. He was in good shape. LL, of course, even at 16, you could see LL, but no one was putting it in your face on tour, strip down and do mandatory bodybuilding poses. So because of that, I've literally inspired millions all over the world in fitness and bodybuilding and training and nutrition and all that, you know. So it feels good. And shout out to my brother. That's my brother Terry Crews. That's my life brothers. I mean, first time we met, the brother then that grabbed me up and gave me a bear hug, you know, because I inspired him also. So it's a blessing, man. And that's how we got to do, inspire one another, you know.
You from, I'm gonna say this like this, right? The old school.
Facts.
Me personally, I'm able to grow up in the old school, but still live through the new school, right? I hear the word old a lot.
Right.
But as you can see, you here today and you still relevant.
Yes, sir.
How in this time and with all of the bias that is going on, like, how do you still maintain the sanity of hip hop, the sanity of being in the entertainment business? Like,
right.
And it's not a normal situation. It's not a normal lifestyle. Like, how do you still maintain that, still work, still eat, and still enjoy it? Because you got to enjoy it to do it.
Sure. You got to have a love for it, because now, especially since music is just available, you got to have a passion to it. And of course, be creative, find other revenue streams. When we came in the business, and we're also the ones who created freestyle dance music, because when we brought out Lisa, there was no Ricky Martin, Menudo, J-Lo, Gloria Estefan. We opened up the doors for that also. So we managed Lisa and Cult Jam, we managed Show Pepsi Riley, we managed UTFO, because my business acumen always said you have to have several revenue streams. So we have streams as actors, singers, songwriters, producers, managers, you know, publishers. Yeah, so just just staying relevant, even though the many changes of music, even the music got diluted. You know, I'm a businessman, so I'm aware of what's going on, but sometimes you just got to wait the storm out, you know, because my good friend Phil Labelle once said in a song, a sound never dissipates, it only recreates in another place and time. So fortunately, the kids, the youth, the young adults, they're purists. They want the real, and they know it's about the information. They're going to seek it. And if you listen closely, certain old school, or I like to say true school, influence and elements are finding its way into the music, you know? Yeah, one love to my little brother Bruno, because he really put it in people's face. So now it's what old is new again, you know what I mean? So I'd like to think that music is going back to real songs and real writing. And to do that, you got to go back to the true school. So it's coming. What's going on, y'all? This is the legendary Paul Anthony of Full Force, aka Stab, aka Dr. Paul Anthony. And you are rocking with Partymode Live, the party before the party. That means they get it started. So y'all hang out with us, okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.